Okay, mark these 5 days down on your calendar because April 2024 is about to get wild. Let's get into this video and I'll be showing you what the energy updates are, what are the days that you want to take note so that you can live a life full of alignment, full of love, of joy, full of peace. So let's get into it. Welcome back, my love. This is Tina Wong. Long time no see. Let's talk about the energy updates of April 2024. First of all, we're being hit with April's Fools. You don't have to mark that day down. Actually, you do have to mark that day because it is April's Fools and it's also Mercury retrograde. So mark this down. Mercury retrograde is going to be retrograding in April 1st all the way to April 25th. And what you're going to be experiencing is the planet of communication and travel is going backwards in a sense, meaning that a lot of things can be challenging, but a lot of things can be reflective at this point. So during this time, what you're going to be experiencing is a huge reflection on where you are, where you've been, and also who you are, who you've been. Not only that, there's a huge sense of reflection about your identity because we're kicking off the Mercury retrograde in the season of Aries, and Aries is all about the self, and Aries is all about go, my eyes on the prize, I'm going, I'm getting it, I'm making it happen, lots of passion. So you're going to be reflecting on your career, on your purpose in life, on the things that makes you feel fired up. So any outdated projects or maybe any projects that you put on standby, you're going to be reviewing them. So that's one part of it, okay? And then it's going to move towards Taurus on the 19th of April. And Taurus season is about love, it's about comfort, it's about home, it's about stability, it's about money, it's about pleasure. So you're going to be also reflecting on the things that keeps you safe, that makes you feel grounded. You're going to be tapping into this energy, and this energy is here for you to understand where you are when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, when it comes to home, when it comes to what you want in your life. So there can be a lot of energies on indulgence versus what is healthy for you. So a lot of stuff around food, a pleasure, guilty pleasure. Also your sensuality, sexuality can be coming to the fourth play as well. And of course, an X or two can be pumping by. So we'll talk about that. All right. The second date I want you to mark down on your calendar is the new moon. Let me get the right dates for you. So the new moon in April is going to be a solar eclipse. Okay. It's going to be a solar eclipse, new moon happening on April the 8th. April the 8th is a pretty big deal because this solar eclipse, I'll make a separate video on it. This solar eclipse is pretty full on. It's pretty potent. And, most likely you're going to see the sky being quite dark, and it's a pretty rare one. So this new one in solar eclipse in Aries happening on April the 8th is a huge energy activation on who you truly are. When we talk about the lunar eclipse, I made a video on that. But the solar eclipse is about your forward self. The lunar eclipse is about your subconscious and your emotional world. It's more of the things that were hidden. But solar eclipse is like it wants to make a statement. So there's going to be a statement being made during this day, during this time. And there's going to be a potent shift in consciousness, a shift in understanding who you are, what you want, and a shift in how to understand, reflect, and integrate the past into the future and into the present. So there can be a lot of themes of the past, of integrating it into where you are. A lot of people talk about, okay, I want to let go of my past. I want to just throw out my old identity to tap into my new one. But this solar eclipse is not about throwing out the past necessarily. It's about integrating the past into the now. Because the truth is, it's not like we say we're not that person anymore. Screw that. We're going to be this new person. It's more like we had to be that person in order to learn to be who we are and who we're becoming. So it's not about hating the past, strashing on the past. It's about making peace with the past. So there's a lot of that theme happening on April the 8th. And fun fact, April the 8th is also my anniversary on YouTube. It marks, I don't know how many years now, since 3 years, I guess. I've been on YouTube, or 4 years. I've been on YouTube since 2020. So that's my anniversary. We'll do something about it. And I'll definitely do a meditation for you guys in a separate video. So watch out for that. The second day that I want you to mark down on your calendar is April the 19th. As we mentioned earlier, April the 19th is when Taurus, the sun is in Taurus. So we're entering a new season of Taurus, which is an earth sign. Okay, so we're moving from Aries, which is fire, first sign of the zodiac, hello. And now we're moving into Taurus, which is more grounded, stable, more diligent. So you're going to be experiencing a new kind of patience. You're going to be experiencing, it can be a new sense of reward from hard work, reward from compound. I'm hearing compound interest. It is such a financial sign. So there can be a lot of money stuff being highlighted. Taurus season is all about the energy of being grounded and being safe in your body, in your environment. And it's also the energy of going long term. Is there someone you want to go long term with? Is there something you want to go long term with? You know, how are you thinking about your long term vision? So even though we're in the midst of the Mercury retrograde, which is all about the past, but the past this time is to help us define the present and define the future, in terms of we're not neglecting our past as something we never want to look at. It's saying that, you know what, I'm going to integrate that in to my present moment and learn from the things that of the past, and also integrate it into my future, and reflecting on whether I want to bring certain aspects and influences of my past into my future, or I get to say, well, you know what, we had a good run and I'm gonna start afresh. So there can be a lot of that energy just coming up, and again, I'll make a separate video. There'll be a lot of videos coming for you guys. Yay. All right, fourth date. The fourth date that I want you to mark down on your calendar is April the 23rd. April the 23rd is the full moon, baby. Full moon in Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio, beautiful, sexy sign. Hello, Scorpio here speaking to you. Full moon in Scorpio, a lot of things are being wrapped up. Your transformation. Remember, Aries is about the self, redefining who you are. Scorpio is about going deeper and the evolution of the phoenix. So around this time, April the 23rd, which is coming close to the end of the Mercury retrograde, you're gonna have a new sense of self. You're gonna be wrapping up the concepts, ideologies, and beliefs that are no longer in resonance with you. You are going to really embrace evolution. You're gonna be embracing, I'm hearing like the darkness of life, because sometimes in life and even spirituality, we talk about positivity, positive thinking, blah blah blah, which is great, like love and light. But there's also that darker aspect that Scorpio brings. And the darker aspect is not like scary. It's more about like facing your shadows, being okay with your past, and, just being okay with who you are. So there's like that energy of, I'm not afraid to look at things. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to look at things. I'm not so worried about how people look at me, because when I'm done with something, I'm done with something. When I'm ready for something, I'm ready for something. And that's the beautiful energy of the Scorpio full moon that's gonna be coming through. And again, I'll be making a separate video as well as meditation for you. And finally, I love for you to mark down this date, which is the April the 25th, and that is exactly when the Mercury retrograde period ends. Yay! So during Mercury retrograde, there's a lot of energies of can be of communication mishap, delays, and things may not go your way, and in terms of plan. Okay, so be flexible about it. So if you're gonna do a big contract, you're going to sign a big thing, you're going to make a big decision, and you're not sure about it, what I would advise is definitely wait until the Mercury retrograde period is over. Even though it ends at the 25th of April, I would just make those decisions in May, to be sure, if you can. It doesn't mean that you have to. It's just a lot of the energy is still in reflection mode, and maybe clarity hasn't come through yet. So please do be aware of that. But this is a really beautiful period time of reflection, of evolution, of understanding how to make peace of the past. And April being the energy of number 4, which is all about stability, baby. And Taurus brings that stability, be that earth sign, that anchoring sign. You're gonna feel a lot more secure this month. You're gonna feel into what makes you feel loved, what makes you feel secure, what makes you feel at peace, what makes you feel safe. So for those of you who've been feeling like, I'm trying to figure things out, April, you want to be taking your time. Remember that. You want to be taking your time, have lots of time in between, have lots of break in between. Take some time to do deep reflection, meditate if you need to, journal if you need to. Highly, highly recommend it. And maybe I'll do a separate video for the Mercury retrograde and how you can navigate all of that. And I might be doing a free masterclass for you. So if you like and you miss my energy activation and you miss my classes, definitely let me know. I miss you guys too. Let me know where you guys are tuning from. Give this a like if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button because I'm back, baby. And more content is coming soon. I love you, I love you, I love you. And I'll see you soon.